Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about Google Analytics. Um, let's get right into it. So, go to the search bar, type in Google Analytics, and it'll bring you something like analytics.google.com/analytics/web. You've already connected Google Analytics to your website, which will have a video on that too. And you may start seeing stuff like this and wondering, what is all this? Well, Google Analytics is a program, and basically what it does is it just gives you the information about what's going on your website. So I'm just going to show you some cool tricks and tips, you could call it, and we can just kind of go from there. Okay. In the home page, they'll let you know how many users have been on your site and how many sessions have been on your site. So there's 63 users and 90 sessions. That would mean that some of the users came back to my site, right? Bounce rate determines the length of time, or bounce rate, determines how many times people get on your website and instantly leave. So average bounce rate, I believe, is 60%, a little more than that in the US, call it 65%, 62%. So I have a 75% bounce rate right now. It's a little high. It could be because of some ads I ran, or maybe my landing page. I might want to look into that. The higher the bounce rate, the more their problem is, unless people are instantly going to the website and then calling, because then that would also get them to bounce. So in some cases, that could be the determining factors that they get on the website and they're instantly calling you, especially if you have a business that delivers on a sense of urgency. So like a tow truck business would be an example. How long do you really navigate the tow truck website? Up until the point about where you find a phone number. So as long as that phone number is pretty easy, they probably have a pretty high bounce rate, especially if you're looking on your phone. Average time on the site's a minute between all the users. That'll probably go up with these videos. It'll show you the difference between organic, direct, referral, and social traffic, kind of getting ideas to figure out where people are finding you at. You can get that kind of information over a week to see how many people are coming back. This is for user retention. You see some people are coming back on the site. Daily, weekly, and monthly active users. Times of day that people are on the site. So this breaks down a 24-hour period. And then you can kind of see when your hotspots are, in a sense, for when people are normally on your site. So if you see like kind of here-ish, I tend to get probably the most traffic in the beginning of the week, in the middle of the day. Most of my traffic's from the US, and currently most of my traffic's on desktop. That's a little surprising, but not crazy surprising, because most of my clients' website or traffic is on mobile. And probably partially because we do a lot of Google ads. A lot of people are searching on their phone, or a lot of my traffic might be coming in from people who actually met me or heard of me, or using it for a tutorial purpose, which means they'd probably be sitting down at a desktop. So this goes over which pages are getting a lot of views. So best prices on Orlando billboards. We do billboard brokering too. We do have some of the best prices on billboards in great locations in East Orlando and throughout Orlando. Definitely give us a call or check out our inventory if you're interested. We can check out the page views on that. See our goals. So you can set goals. Like, for instance, if you have a contact us page or a pricing page like I do, we can see how many times we complete that goal within 7 days, how many times people go from the home page to our page that we label as a goal. And if we want to add a monetary amount to certain types of clicks, then we can give that an amount and it'll let us kind of get an idea in regards to revenue. But we haven't gotten that far on my account. And for me, I haven't really needed it yet. So this is the overview page, real time. If you go to its overview page, it'll show you real time on the site. Audience page, kind of let you know a little bit about your demographics, their interests, and things of that nature, if they have it. Like most of my site visitors have been male, because there's maybe those are the only people who have their stuff open. But we can look at this in, let's say, like all time. So let's apply this custom range to, let's go to the last 30 days, see if it changes anything. See, so now we can see a little bit more. And you can do that in any of these pages. Look at the different date ranges and kind of see how you do over time, compare time, things of that nature. And acquisition, which is probably one of the more important ones. Let's go to its overview and we can see where people are finding our site. So I get 66 users from organic traffic, 90 users from direct traffic, which means they typed in rogercruzmarketing.com in a search bar and went right to the site. Referral traffic could mean like a link on someone else's site. Social traffic is Facebook. Paid search is Google ads in my case, or it could be Bing ads because I was running big ads too. This breaks that down a little bit more. I'm not going to get into that today. Behavior is another one that I like to look at, and just go through the overview tabs. This will get you familiar with what you're looking at. So behavior overview, we can just kind of see, like over time, the most I've gotten as far as page views. We did 30 days. I think we're still looking at 30 days worth of traffic now. Was on the best prices in Orlando billboards page, which makes sense because that's what I was advertising the last 30 days. So I put a lot of focus on the billboard side of the business. The review page, the write a review, I've been asking for reviews. I have a link on my site that allows people to pick which review site they want to go to, whether it be Yelp, Google, Facebook, or the Wix review page. So this is a tool I kind of use to allow people to pick where they want to leave their reviews, make it easy for them. Also an easy tool for new customers to come in and pick which reviews they want to read. So it's a two-way street with that. I like behavior flow underneath behavior. It actually shows you the flow in which people are going on pages, which is really cool. I'll also let you know the amount of drop-offs. So we had 300 users, 249 found what they needed on the homepage and left. Out of the remainder of those, what did they do research on? What pages did they go to? And whatnot, which is pretty neat. And this goes pretty far deep. So you can just kind of go further and further down and down and kind of see where people are ending up all the way at the end. So this is good stuff to look at. I mean, it's about your business. Websites are basically extensions of your store. If you have a brick and mortar location, this is just an extension of it. So giving customers useful information and being able to engage them online is really just as important as when someone walks into your store and you say, "Hi, how are you?" and you start to engage them. You want to be able to try to replicate that online. And it's nowadays relatively simple to do that if you grasp the technology and really dive in. Now let's go to site content and look at all pages. So this is the other thing I really do like to look at and I always kind of point out to people. So now we can go on each page, see our unique page views, our page views in general, how long people on average time on each page, our bounce rate on those pages, the exit percentage on those pages, and more. We haven't added any monetary value to page views or anything yet, because for my business it doesn't really apply at the moment. But the rest of this information is very, very valuable. Now, another cool, quick trick that you can learn right away is when you're in this section or any section, you can do a couple of really cool things. So first thing I'm going to show you, we're going to go to secondary dimension here, and we're going to type in source. So now we're on source medium. We can see the source of this traffic. If you click on this, it'll organize each page for you. This little line means homepage. So we can see how many people came from homepage. Like from Google Ads, I had 15 page views that came to my homepage. 12 of them were unique. Average person stayed on for about 6 minutes. It's pretty good numbers. Direct, about the same. I did a lot of flyering, so that could probably do a lot to do with the direct, people typing in right from the flyer. I believe in all kinds of marketing, billboards, flyering, digital marketing, SEO, paid search. You want to do everything. You don't want to just focus on one thing. Bing ads, people went on there for a little while, minute and a half or so. It's not too bad. Me coming from the Wix editor, so it's actually me going on there. And you can just kind of see who came from Facebook, how long they stay on, organic searches, how long they'd stay on, 115 organic page views, about 5 minutes on average on the site. It's pretty good, especially the site's not incredibly old. So for the last month, it's not bad. You can break this down even further. So let's say now we're looking at all users, but what I really want to only look at is my paid traffic because I'm paying for it. That's really what I'm the most concerned with. I want to see where my marketing dollars are going. Let me cancel out of this really quick. Go to all users, and we're going to remove it. We're just going to look at paid search. And now we can see that they came from Google pay-per-click, who came from Bing, how long they stayed. Look at things that have the 0% bounce rate, which is good. That means they stayed on the page for a while, or 100% bounce rate. And then kind of look at what could have caused that. Another good secondary medium, and we're looking at this kind of stuff, would be to put in search queries. And now we can see which words they searched. Most of the stuff is going to be documented by Google Ads, so we're still in my paid ads, so I'll keep that in mind. We can see which key terms in paid ads brought people who left right away at 100% bounce rate or stayed and checked out the site. Like how much does it cost to rent a billboard, Clear Channel Outdoor, billboards for rent. These are pretty decent keywords from what it's saying, 0% bounce rate. Now, average time spent saying 0. So, analytics it has like a 30% room for error. It's not 100%. So some of this stuff, maybe the bounce rate should have been 100, or maybe it just didn't really collect the time. These kind of things can happen. How much does the billboard cost in Orlando? That was a pretty good key term. 2 minutes on the page. Orlando Outdoors. That's kind of one of my competitors' names. Orlando Outdoor, close in the billboard realm. So this is just really, really good information. Like how much does it cost to rent a billboard in Orlando? Somebody was on the page for 18 minutes. I'm sure that was someone who called. So just really good stuff. You can kind of see these things, attack those keywords. Another good thing to do here is you want to add a segment and now go to just search traffic. Or organic traffic, which we're going to use for this one, and hit apply. Now I can get an idea as to how things are going in regards to my paid campaign and just, my normal SEO or people coming in directly from my site organically, and get an idea and then gauge those numbers and differences in pages, and see what things, I could find useful. I could do the same thing in the behavior flow, look at the behavior of my paid traffic in comparison to my organic traffic. And that's really about it as far as what I was going to show you for today. It's a pretty good snapshot of just useful things you could look at in Google Analytics without really having to take too much training. You should be able to look at this stuff, watch this video for a reference, and then now kind of have a better understanding of what's going on your website without having to have someone sit and explain every step to you. So if you enjoyed the video, please like, share, comment. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, and have a good day.